Dude, being this good at ESHL would be so fun. This shit's fucked.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pass incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the
What's up, man?
gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Nice, nice.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much.
I don't know, he wasn't talking either the whole time.
And it results in a sack. Max Crosby able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That time on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go, and they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of,
What
running
is
your kicker back out there. But let's face it,
it probably, like, once you get the first one, it changes, like, as
differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there, and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
There's no such thing, Garn.
In the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff looking right. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
2nd down and inches. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game.
Oh, not bad. I'm playing the worst kid in the league, so
keep pressing forward.
I'm up 7-0.
Coming to the line here to begin their next
My quarterback's missed like 5 wide open receivers though, which is a little scary. Like if I was playing somebody good, this could be a big problem.
Looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After one,
Rapstar slaps, man. I'm a big fan. I could not wait for it to come out, and it delivered. Polo.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly
what a
fans
banger,
could probably
dude.
stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Think about all me, I swear I miss you, baby. So that you come up and stick
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I started to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on.
Why?
Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more.
Oh, yeah, his 666 shoes or whatever.
Create some space.
I haven't really been looking into it.
And that'll carry over the back.
Okay, I'll take a look. It's fucked.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team.
Defenders giving. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds and they keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, weren't they? If I were him, I'd play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the
Bro, my quarterback has missed. No way, he might. No way. He just got injured on a non-running play.
The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Eagles nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
You know, I could be interested in hopping back on after, you know.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can
Oh, Michael, baby, let's go. Oh, get off me, he says.
32, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knock it on the door. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Seahawks 28, Eagles nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They do pull up GYS straight.
Now they try the right side here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This is caught, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea.
This kid's down 35-0, a minute to go till halftime. And instead of chewing clock and just letting me get out of this game fast, he's running hurry up.
Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
No.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I mean, this kid has been doing this for about 7 years. He's just the commissioner's friend in real life, so he can't get kicked.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36.
Like, every single time I play him, it's like this. Every single time he plays anybody who's half decent, it's like this. And he just still wants to play in the league. It's pretty impressive, honestly. He probably has an average of 10 wins every single Madden.
In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level? And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this
trucker.
game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he finds a man on the crossing route.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into the second half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback.
Yeah, I don't hear him.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his
Doesn't
back.
look like you guys were thinking the same.
Close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles 24.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Third down.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll move the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel good about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd.
Wow is right. What?
Now Sanders. And not much
Yeah,
to
dude.
speak of. Call it a 1-yard
Like,
gain.
I don't think I'm ever going to see somebody who looks like that in person.
Not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Number 20.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
4 yards.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
29-yard line.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
My game's over, Garn. My game is over.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
There's 40 seconds left. But like,
as expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They run the counter now on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle.
nice little 51-0 dub.
This might be about as
as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout.
Solid 7 picks from the boys.
Together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants.